Hello, how are you? It's Diane Banks, voice actress, radio personality, and Disney fan like you. Please subscribe, the red button, or whatever on your device looks similar that says the word subscribe will do. And thanks in advance for that. We're going to talk about Easter eggs. Luca, very excited, but we'll check comments too at the end of the video. But let me grab this one now because it ties in. Nuevo Leon 21 says, could you upload more Easter eggs in the Disney movies? I really like those. So thanks for asking, and couldn't be better timing because we're going to talk about Easter eggs today in Luca. These are always so much fun. So I hope you enjoy as much as I had fun putting it together. And please, in the comments, if you know more Easter eggs, let me know, because in Luca, the production team says they have tons. So we're kind of just scratching the surface here. The ones I'm starting with are from Variety, and we're going to move on to some from D23, and then I have some that I found. So sit back, grab your popcorn, and let's look at Luca Easter eggs. Okay, so this first one comes from when you might remember the boys saw this boat and the word Elena. Oh, Elena harkens back to, sorry about that, this page is a little slow. Like they tell you this. Remember Abuelita and Coco? The boat that both Luca and Alberto spot while they're in the sea. The boat's name Elena. It's a subtle nod to Abuelita, whose name was Elena. Now, do you remember her? If you don't, let's refresh your memory right now. How could we forget her? She loved throwing the shoes. So there she is, and that is a lovely homage to her on the boat with Elena. Okay, now we're going to go on to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Luca looking around the piazza for the first time. Probably looking for pizza. But anyway, 20,000 Leagues opened in 1954. Poster hangs alongside the Roman holiday poster. And I think they give you a, yeah, you know, their visual is not bad, but I actually grabbed a better one on this one. Sometimes their visuals are better than mine, but on this particular one, you know. Okay, so here's another of the 50s. Hi, Giulia. 50s movies, Roman Holiday. I love that it's in Italian, as it should be, because we're in Italy in the movie. But there's Roman Holiday. And then here, and can we just say, how much did you love this scene? Now, I know it's kind of mean, but the kids weren't hurt, and it was kind of hilarious when she's dunking them in water to find her son. Wasn't that funny? I love that. But anyway, so here's a good shot of, I think, better than the one they had of 20,000 Leagues. You can see it really good here. I got an Easter egg for you about this kitty cat coming up, so hang around. And then here, it's another view of it. I think actually probably a little better than the last one I had for you. And yes, we will talk about that coming up. But there is 20,000 Leagues. Okay, so then we go on to adorable Giulia's bedroom. And we see a couple of things going on here that are interesting, which I'll expand on it on mine too. But for starters, here's Donald Duck. Did you find that? You probably found that one right away, right? And then this one, I actually can't see the record album too well from here. They talk about Pinocchio too, but actually they didn't really give us a very good shot of that. Good thing I was paying attention to get that rolling, so let me go find that for you. As we talk about, okay, so there we saw Donald. Now here, now this isn't an Easter egg, but how cute is it that Machiavelli is sleeping on her bed? I think that's just adorable. So now we know that Machiavelli sleeps there, where he's nice and comfy. But on her bookshelf, we have Pinocchio. Can you see that there? I'm trying to make it bigger. Can you see there? She's got like a wooden Pinocchio statue. So that's a cool Easter egg. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold going on here. And then here we go. There's the other one I was looking for. Now, Pinocchio, the book isn't in this shot, but we'll grab that in a second. But here, can you see this in the corner? This is Niccolo Patera, or Niccolo, singer, Italian singer, in her record collection. And we find out that he is a Pixar dude. Where did I put him? Here he is. The Nick Patera. He is an animator at Disney. And actually in this video he talks about how he's going to be in Inside Out at the time. So there's the whole Easter egg tie-in. He's an animator, but he's also in Inside Out because he sang the Triple Dent jingle. And I'll just give you a little quick taste of that before we roll on, if we can grab it.
Triple Dent gum will make you smile. Triple Dent gum, it lasts a while. Triple Dent gum.
Do you remember that? Yeah, so that's a cool Easter egg, isn't it? There's his tie-in. Mr. Nick. And you know what? And I had another shot of that room, and I don't think that I had anything different in there, but just in case. I love that scene so much, don't you? So there's Pinocchio. I don't know, for some reason that seems a little clearer to be able to see that. But yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of Easter eggs I'm missing in this room. But you will let me know if you have them, won't you? Okay, so here's where we find Pinocchio. They must have had a close-up shot at some point because these guys have it. Oh yeah, that's right, when it was leading into the characters. But this was from the original Pinocchio, and I like that they did the homage to that in the Easter eggs. Because that is what Walt based his Pinocchio on. That he did, and then... Oh yeah, I guess I did find that one for you too. Here we go here, and then I grabbed this because I love that they had Leonardo da Vinci in there too. It's wonderful. But then we go back to this. Now this was like the Easter egg that you couldn't miss. How could you possibly miss? They have these three wonderful characters from the original Pinocchio leading into the storybook, which was kind of cool, wasn't it? So there's that. Pinocchio, the Pixar ball. Okay, this one, they're racing through the town race, right, with Ercole. And this one, you know, if you didn't know about it, like, it would be, how would you ever find this? But this is a great shot. Overhead, and there it is. Ta-da! Did you know about that one? There's the Luxo ball. That's a good one. Okay, we are heading back to this one from A113. Now this one is the famous A113, which is the classroom that a lot of the guys, the famous animators from Pixar, went to school. They were students at CalArts, and that was their classroom number, A113. And then I grabbed it for you with the picture of Alberto handing him the train ticket, just to give you a little context. So there's that. He's handing him the ticket. And then there it is, A113. And since we're talking about that, I'm going to give a little plug to my video. Disney Pixar 18 Easter Eggs, CalArts Room A113, hidden in Inside Out, Wall-E, Nemo, Cars. I hope you'll go watch that. I made that a long time ago, but it's got all the A113s that I could find. And you just look under my playlist, Diane Banks playlists for Easter eggs, and you'll find it right there. Okay, so you can watch that. And here's one from Ratatouille. His ear tag has A113 on it. So like I said, I hope you'll take a peek at that. A little plug to the vid. We're going to move on to D23s. They have some repeats, excuse me, that we're going to skip. This one I thought was really cool. That in the race for the Porto Rosso Cup, they have the Pizza Planet truck, which I thought was cool the way they did this, because they made sure that it would fit the time period. So isn't that cool? Like, it doesn't look like the usual Pizza Planet truck. It looks like it fits perfectly in this movie. So maybe you spotted that at the time, but there's that Easter egg, which I thought was Super neat. That's a great one. So D23, what else did they give us? They gave us, I think, 20,000 Leagues. Yeah, and we saw that. And then this one, now this is a really inspired Easter egg, I think. First of all, I love that scene. It's beautiful. But anyway, when Giulia sneaks a peek through the telescope, she mentions it belongs to old man Bernardi. It's a nod to set supervisor Chris Bernardi, a lifelong lover of astronomy and astrophotography who personally owns 6 telescopes. Isn't that a great Easter egg? I love that. That's super neat. Okay. And then we move on to... Oh, okay, so we talked about the Italian films. He was inspired by movies of the 1950s. We talked about some of them. Roman Holiday, also 20,000 Leagues. And then they mentioned La Strada. And then I do have that for you. Let's see, up here. Here we go. There's La Strada. Hang around for the kitty. So there's La Strada. Da, da, da. And the poor kids who got dunked. But it's such a funny scene and I love it. And I bet you do too. Tell me your favorite scenes in the comments too if you'd like from the movie. We saw that one, A113. Oh, this is a good one. This is 94608, which is the zip code for Pixar's Emeryville headquarters. Can you see that right there on the train front? 94608. And then we have, this one I never would have seen or noticed. But there we have, when the boys are at the train side here, the number on the train car behind Luca, 1200 PA, nod to the street address of Pixar Animation Studios, 1200 Park Avenue. Pretty cool. Can you see it there? A little bit on the small side, but you know, that's the whole point of Easter eggs, right? They're hidden. And there it is, 1200. Hopefully you can see that, but 1200 PA. So pretty cool, that's theirs. And then I grabbed some for you too. Some extras. Let's talk about mine. Okay, so in the end credits, I talked about this on Instagram actually, this one. In the end credits, we learn that Machiavelli started a family. How cute is this? Look at this little one biting his tail. He looks so tired. Dad vibes, right? Well, anyway, so he started a family. We learned this. Here's the Easter egg that he's started a family. How about, though, that I think this kitty under here is the female kitty that he started the family with. Now, that could just be me making up an Easter egg, but I really do think so because she's got the dark coloring that we see here that she looks like in the picture. And then also, see, here she is. And then look at around her nose, she's got the white. And you can see it in this one. I know she's very tiny, because the shot isn't about her. It's about them dunking the kids. But see her over here? See how there's white around her nose? I think that's her. And oh, this one has white paws, so this could end my theory. If she, look, she's got the white paws. It is her. I know it's her. I know that's her. So isn't that great? I think that's another Easter egg. I hope I just didn't make that up and that really was. Okay, so these are we talked about the 1950s movies the director was really influenced by, and he put the posters everywhere. So this one, you know, obviously 50s sci-fi movies, but this is the face of the creepy uncle, right? And poor Luca, if he would have had to spend his summer with him. But that was a great character and a great voice. I'm not sure who did the voice acting on that one, but it was great. Okay, so I got a couple more here before we get to your comments. This one in the beginning of the movie, do you recognize this? This is from Up. So it starts in the movie and ends up in Luca's collection, but here it is. Isn't that cool? It's the same thing. It's Carl's and Up. You can see it here in the corner. It's the exact same. And look at all his little medications and things. But I was noticing too, how beautiful is this concept art? I'm sorry, background art from Up while we're looking at Carl's record player here. But I mean, look at the textures and everything. It's just beautiful, beautiful background art, isn't it? But I love that one. That's a cool one. That Easter egg. Okay, this one, there's a bottle cap here. See that one? It's like a grape bottle cap. There's the mom. And I just wanted to kind of give you context of where that is in the scene, along with this one here. So in this, it's the same section here. There's couples having a lunch or a soda or whatever, but there it is, that bottle cap. And here, that's where the couple's sitting, and then here's the bottle cap. For the advertisement for soda, which is an homage, another homage to Up, and the grape soda, that touching moment. Ellie gives that to Carl, and Carl gives that to Russell, right? So there it is. That's a great Easter egg, I think. Very, very inspired. This one here, you might have noticed these because they were pretty big. Hidden Mickeys. There's Mickey's ears as they're doing their little fantasy sequence there on the Vespa. And this one, okay, I thought this was pretty cool. So here's look at her face, Giulia. She's so cute. There's probably a ton more in here, but I'm going to focus on the dad here. So here's her father. And I'm going to scoot him over here so I can grab. Sorry about that. Where'd he go? Here he is. This is from La Luna. Now, I don't know if you remember La Luna. It was a short film, that Pixar short. The director of this movie also directed that. But look at the dad in both of these. Okay, so we could do a whole Pixar theory out of this, but the Easter egg, obviously they're lookalikes. But could this be him in his younger years? He looks younger here than he does here. And he has a son we don't know about. And he's already probably likely to adopt Alberto because he's living with them now. We learned that in the credits. And then this little guy, could they be brothers? Stepbrothers? That could be a cool story piece. Or maybe it's not him. Maybe it's his long-lost brother that was lost at sea. Maybe it was his twin, or I don't know. There's just a whole bunch of cool stuff that could go on with that, right? So there's that Easter egg. And then I wanted to share, too, another bit from the credits. Whoops. Yeah, let me go back on this one. Just so you can see the two together, because this is pretty cute. So the little guy here, I don't know his name, but he's so cute. He's in the end credits. There's a little Easter egg of this little guy from La Luna in the credits. Ta-da! Now he's wearing his hat different. He's wearing it front here, and you can see that he's got it backwards here, but that's him. Isn't that cute? So that's his little starring moment in the credits. And this one here, again, another Easter egg in the credits. What about this? That's totally a Lady and the Tramp homage, isn't it? Isn't that cute? They just snuck in so many good ones. I mean, you could be looking forever, and I hope you'll share yours, because I know I'm missing some, probably a lot, but I grabbed as many as I could. So like this one here, here's another Easter egg. There's Donald Duck that we saw in Julia's room before. Now he's got it in his room, or maybe he's got one like it, but there's that Easter egg, and then he's hanging out with one of Machiavelli's kittens, reading a letter from Luca. Dear Alberto. Well, we don't know what he said, but we know Ciao Luca. Isn't that great? There's just so many great things in here. Absolutely love this movie. One of my favorites. Pixar's Ratatouille was my favorite. Now they have to move over because this is my second favorite. I just love this movie, and I know you did too. So here's my other Easter egg. Of Luca having his Ariel moment. There she has her fork, he has his wrench, but don't you think he has lots of Ariel under the sea moments, wanting to know what's going on in the big old world up there, and just learning a lot from Alberto and growing. So I thought that was his Ariel moment. Yay! And this one, I'm sure there's a million Easter eggs in here that I'm not finding, but I just put this on here because I love that scene so much, and that's such a great shot of Machiavelli as a barbell because they're having their espresso. And then this too, I did a whole, I hope you'll watch at some point, the concept art I did for Luca, but this came out after. I didn't have this for my video, and I wanted to share it because I thought it was beautiful. And we'll wrap up with these, and then we'll get to your comments. This was from the extras. When you watch Luca, make sure you watch the extras, the behind the scenes. You can find it right there with the movie streaming on Disney+. But one of the things they talk about is how they decided when they went there, you know, to do their concepts and to study the place, they decided to have Giulia and her dad and Machiavelli living right by the water. They thought it was appropriate that he live above the fish shop, and there you can see her, and I think that's a perfect idea too. Now the building ended up looking different. I kind of like the way it looks better actually in the concept. Here it is. There's the fish shop, and there they are. But look at Machiavelli's on the balcony. But I kind of like how it looked here a little bit better. Maybe it was harder to animate, but it's so beautiful with all that brick and everything. Now they did include some brick, but it looks a little bit different. But anyway, you get the idea. So that was their idea, to put him by the water. Very fitting. And of course, we're looking at the scene where Alberto eggs him on, and poor Luca gets in trouble for saying stupido. They didn't like that too much. But one last thing here from the extras that I was talking about was they mentioned the laundry, and how the laundry has its own personality really in the town, and they use that in the movie too, so you can see that in this scene as well. See the hanging laundry. So just so many beautiful things about this movie. I could talk about it all day, and it's probably already a 20-hour video. But those are the ones that I have to share with you. I hope you enjoyed. We'll get to your comments now. Let me know if you have more that you would like to share. Guess I can't stop scrolling because I, you know, like I said, I could look at this stuff all day, the art and everything too. Okay, so let's check your comments. We already talked about Easter eggs. Thank you so much. Thomas T-Bone says good luck on the Luca event. Oh, thank you. You too. Now, he watched my video about the Magic Kingdom's Luca event. I hope you'll watch that too. And I hope you do well, Thomas. And are you guys playing? Do you like it? I still have a few days left to try to get Ercole, and hopefully that will work out. And I hope it's going well for you guys too. And then Mrs. DK says, wow, Nemo was very well hidden in Brother Bear. So this is the video that I did about the Easter eggs, Nemo Easter eggs in other Disney Pixar movies, which this is the thumbnail right here. Easter eggs, Nemo, in other Disney movies. And there he is actually in Brother Bear. I'll give you a little sneak peek there. But I hope you'll watch that too, along with the Luca event from Disney Magic Kingdoms. And thanks so much for watching this video now that I had so much fun making for you. And just an awesome summer movie. So please leave your comments. Please subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. It's Diane Banks. Take care, and we will talk soon.